Yo, I guess I am the leading expert. That sounds crazy. On rocks. And this rock is just as special as any other rock. Well, no. This rock actually is the head of a prairie grass snake. Yeah, I know. Because why would I even think this is a snake? Well, I see snakes. I've seen snakes before. Large ones, bigger than this one. This is nothing. But so, okay, so what's happened? How come it doesn't look like a snake anymore? Well, the head's been removed for one, and for two, if you can see, oh, clearly this is like smooth like butter, but you can see the lines in it. The lines scraped over, and scraped over. I found this rock 20 feet in the ground. Okay, so why doesn't it look like a snake anymore? Because the eyes, in some cases, are jewels of some sort. So the eye on this one, it's really hard to, like, I had, well, because I've seen large snakes bigger than this is not, that's just the big of my hand. I've seen an eye on a snake as big as my hand because the snake was a rock 3 feet high, and in reality actually, um there's my uh so this is what like the eye looked like. One eye looked like this, jasper, and this actually has the shape of an eye. But I found this rock and it just reminded me of what that eye looked like because of the jasper. Basically, it's jasper. And so the rock that I seen had this square edge, and that's what when we found it, it when I found it, it was attached to the rock. And then I smashed it out because it was flipping staring at me. So if this is an eye, then the chances of this, actually, this one might be a snake. Yeah, this one might be a snake. You can see where the eyes used to be. See, they're always taking out the eyes. And so, yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. It was something though, because it has this very peculiar shape to it. Like it was a horse, a nose, some sort of animal. But I can't say, like this one, I can't tell. Like I can't see. It looks like a nostril, and a nose, and I don't know. And this could be where its mouth is supposed to be. It should be right there too, which doesn't work now. And this is the other half of it, and it's got that flipping hoop knock in it. I have no idea. And then this one, this one's special. Okay, well, so I found other rocks like this, and I was calling them eggs. I was like, oh, it's an egg, it's an egg. Well, it's not an egg. Right here, you can see that's that's the neck. This is the tail feathers. And these are the wings. This, and this, like, I mean, I couldn't quite find where the legs go. I think they go on this side. Now I got white on one it's somewhere in here. There's a mark. So now I gotta find the other mark on the other side. So it's not quite like a proven, it's not perfect, but I'm telling you, man, this is a bird. This is a flamingo, not just any bird. This is a flamingo. This is a flamingo. Now stay tuned while we crack this sucker open. I'll show you something else about my flamingo. Let's see. Yeah, same long lines of this. We wet that down. Yeah, look at all those lines. Now see, this animal here has so this is the low part of the head, and then this part comes up, and then there's like an eyebrow here, and there'd be an eyebrow there, and then the eye would have been here pretty much. Big ugly googly eye. But they cut it off, man. They cut it. They cut it there. They cut recognizable points off of, like, so this part is cut flat. This part's cut flat, and where the eye is gone. Where the eye is gone, except there's still some mechanics of some sort. And then right up in here, you can see it's cut again. But now this part here is where it gets weird, because right in here is where the nose is supposed to be. And lo and behold, there's a nose hole. Nose hole. So they didn't quite get that out of the way. And then, so who's they? Yo. Okay, who is they? They. Who are they? I don't know who they are. Well, they say that the meteorite landed, the Palisade meteorite landed 12,000 years ago. And so 10 miles west from where I found this, 20 feet in the ground, this is like on a rocky, there's like, so we did a half-mile stretch this way across town on the edge of town. And halfway through that stretch is where we started finding these big rocks. And I believe that those big rocks are from 10 miles, like from 10 miles west, which is where I was born, or where I was raised. And that's where I found like my first snake rock and many others. I found bird, I found turtle, I found everything. The most complete thing that I've seen was a bird, and so that's what got me to thinking. The bird that I seen was perfect. It had a wing, it had a part of a head, and it had its tail feathers, and they were perfect. You could see the span in them. It was so perfect that I threw it in the air thinking that it would take off and fly away. And it smashed to the ground, and I broke its wing off or its head off or something. It's probably still on the farm somewhere. And like I said, this one with these rocks were found in exactly the same spot. Pretty much, they were like, at the most they're 300 feet away from each other. Still both 20 feet down. This one, flamingo. And there's where the flamingo head sticks in. Right there. Right there. Okay. And this is its tail feathers. The reason why I come up with that is because, for one, I've seen a rock bird, and for two, I've seen this mark on other rocks, just like I've seen this mark, but a little different. I've seen it like this. Like this. See how this one is? So the weird part about all this is, if there was eyes, there's not anymore. If there was eyes, there's not anymore. This is not the only rock that I found with these flipping marks in it. These where eyes should have been, there's no more. And I found, and these rocks are from 20 feet down. And the incident that put them 20 feet down happened 12,000 years ago. So 12,000 years ago, someone on Earth made these cuts. And, like a person could say, oh, it was in space. It was in space. So those marks are from space coming through the atmosphere. Well, that would be nice, because this would be flipping famous. This would be one of the most rarest rocks in all the world. But those patterns roll over the end. How in the hell did they do that? It's like the same cut. Is it? Oh, wow. Like, it looks like the same cut. How do they get the same cut in there? You know what I mean? How do they cut this? How do they cut